Hey everybody, Reds Fan 1979 back here with a special baseball card video. This is episode 3 of Chris's Card Talk. So just sitting here in the parking lot of the office. I actually made a video earlier as I was driving to work, but I didn't really like how long it was going, so I decided to reformat it. So anyways, I hope everybody's enjoyed their first weekend of baseball. Reds are 1-1, so not too bad. They won on opening day, but they kind of crapped out yesterday. Ended up losing 5-0. Mounted a comeback in the ninth, kind of, but just couldn't get anybody in. So anyways, so this episode's gonna be about buying cards on a budget. I'm just gonna talk a little bit about the history of my buying of cards and then kind of some tips, the things that I do. Again, I want to caveat this and say this is opinion based, so this is just my personal opinion. It's not meant to offend anybody. If you guys do something different, everybody, has their own budget, their own prerogative. So, just going back to, obviously when I was a kid, I got cards as a gift, things like that. When I got back into card buying more seriously, like in 2016, I kind of got a little crazy with the excitement of it. I bought some boxes, and I remember one weekend when a friend of mine came to visit in town, family friend with his parents, and we bought like 4 boxes of cards and opened them together. And we didn't spend a ton of money. It was maybe $150, $175 on those 4 boxes. But, when we got done, I was just shocked at how much time it took. And then, because we divided up the cards, and then we didn't even open it on camera, but just how much time it took. It was a lot. When I got into 2017, I started buying some more graded cards. I still bought a few boxes here and there. Both 2016, 2017, I bought boxes of Topps Chrome, but I really got skunked on the autos and inserts. I was a little shocked. I just didn't feel like I got my money's worth, and I think that's a great thing to remember. Most of these things, you're probably not going to get your money's worth when you buy a box. Some people buy cases. For me personally, I think it's a waste of money unless you're doing a group break or, gonna sell some of the cards or something like that. I could understand. If you're trying to build a set, I can understand maybe buying a box or two. So it really depends on your motive, but I just don't understand how people buy these cases of cards that cost like hundreds and hundreds or thousands of dollars. I guess maybe if they have the extra money, that's great. But one of the other things that I think it's very easy to fall into is baseball card collecting is addicting. I know one of the guys, I think it was Eastern Sports Cards, talked about that from a real perspective. And I think it's just like anything else, alcohol, drugs, anything else that you can become addicted to, even positive things, like food or other things like that are naturally good, you can become addicted to with too much. So yeah, I think it's just easy to get caught up in the excitement of opening packs of cards and boxes and the hunt for a specific special card. It's very easy to overspend. So for me personally, after kind of buying a lot more boxes and things, 2016, 2017, 2018, I really kind of stepped back and said, okay, what do I want to do? So I started looking at just ways to build my PC. So in 2018, I really only bought one full hobby box of cards. It was the Bowman's Best, which is one of my favorite brands. And then I bought a couple blaster boxes. That's an easy way to buy kind of sample cards that you like and to feel like you're buying a box of cards, but only spend $20 instead of maybe $80 to $120 for a hobby box. Obviously you aren't guaranteed the hits, and I know a lot of people like buying the boxes for the hits, but it just depends on what you're after. If you just like the design of the cards and you want to sample some, I think a lot of times that scratches the itch. So I kind of did that in 2018. I bought a blaster of I think Archives and Topps Heritage, which I really like the vintage cards as well. And then I just started buying single cards to build my PC, because I thought, okay, the amount of money I spent on a hobby box of cards, I could probably buy, 10 to 15 different Joey Votto insert cards to build my PC. If there's the specific rookies I want to buy, I can, buy the 4 or 5 of those for about a fraction of what a hobby box would cost. So I started really thinking more about just the odds of getting the cards that I really wanted. So one of the other things I did was in 2018, I stopped spending money out of the family budget for cards and only spent extra money basically that I got for my birthday, for Christmas, for and then like some overtime or travel money that I got at work. You know, anything in excess of the norm, I would use that for my card buying. So that definitely helped out my family more. Really depends on your circumstances, because some people are single. There's a lot of single guys out there I see spend a lot of money on cards, and I mean, if that's your priority, that's fine. Obviously for me, it's not. Cards are a luxury for me. They're also kind of neat. For me, collecting is, I look at it two ways. It's ways to get like your favorite players and teams, but it's also kind of artwork to me, because I really enjoy photography as a hobby. So I really like the design of the cards. You know, it's kind of an artwork thing to me. Neat to collect, like I said, but it really is ultimately a luxury, and you kind of have to look at the big picture in life and think, okay, if I didn't buy all these boxes of cards, what could I put the money towards? You know, it's kind of staggering, I think, once you sit back and add it up. You know, it's like those people that buy, you know, a coffee every week or go out to eat 3 times a week, and it's like, okay, if you just cut back to eating out once a week, how much money could you save, and like what else could you put that towards? So, you know, those are some good thoughts. I'm just thinking about for my own personal life. Obviously now with 2 small kids, I'm gonna have to even be more careful about the card buying. So kind of my philosophy now is similar to what I did last year. I'm trying just to buy some cards for the PC, the Joey Votto, some of the Reds cards, cheaper cards. I'm not really going after some of the higher price, like, you know, prospect autos like I did last year when I had a lot more excess money. So I'm really just trying to stick to the base brands and buy cards that are kind of $10 or less, trying to do trades with people and things like that. And then, you know, maybe have a special, you know, for Christmas or my birthday or Father's Day, something like that. Maybe you look for something. There is a baseball card show in Cincinnati at the end of April. I'll be attending, I believe, and I might take a little money to that, just see what I can find. But, you know, I'm really trying to have a more focused search, I guess, in what I'm looking for in terms of cards. I may still do my annual Bowman's Best box at the end of the year. Might look into that with some Christmas money or extra money, whatever. You know, because I really do enjoy opening. I do enjoy opening some packs. Might buy a few little packs here or there that I just find at Target just to sample some products, but nothing big. So again, I hope this didn't offend anybody. I respect everybody's individual, you know, budget and circumstances. And while it might not be right for me, that doesn't mean that somebody else, you know, can't afford it. I would just challenge you guys though to think about it, and you know, in kind of saying, hey, is this a luxury? Is it a necessity for me? Is it am I overspending? Are there more meaningful things, I guess, in my life that I could be spending the money on than, you know, buying a bunch of cards? So just a little bit of a personal challenge there. Again, not meant to offend anybody, but I want to just say I thank you guys for being part of the community, for allowing me to be part of the community, and for interacting with you guys. I've really enjoyed it, and I do plan on still keeping up with the channel and everything. So again, this was a little discussion of how to buy cards on a budget. Hope some of the tips were helpful, and please let me know what you guys think, and hope everybody has a great week. Please like, comment, subscribe.